Hey everybody, welcome back in. We're live.
Are you?
Yeah, we're live. I just not showing up over there. All right. We're just gonna do some technical difficulty stuff real quick while everyone comes in. See what's going on there. I don't know. I am not the technology girl, so let's try that again. And here we go. All right, there we go. There we go. See? Now we're live. All right, so let's get right into it. It's Monday. Thanks for coming in. All right, let's. So I have some nails here already on Sally. I was doing nail culture, was doing their education the other day on YouTube, and I try to work alongside. So I didn't finish because it was super late for me and I was tired. But I built out these nails, and they're all going to be in like the oval round family. So I figured we'll shape them up. We'll go over some filing, get them all nice and pretty, and then we can start working on some Halloween designs. And I know it's early. It's already in the stores where I am. I don't know about anybody else, if you guys are already starting to see Halloween in your stores. But I like to start any season where nail art's going to start being a little bit more popular. I like to try to have a few designs already kind of in my toolbox so I can be like, yeah, let's do this. And I can get it done. I can get it done well, and I can get it done fast. So, hey, Tammy, welcome in, girl. How you doing? All right. We're going to do some Halloween nails in a little bit. All right, let's get into it. Get my e-file set up. I worked all day. I came home, had supper right quick, and then it was right into the room for this. So I didn't have time to preset anything up. Let me get it. I need to get a bit. I want to get an X cut. I think I have a new one. A square bit. I know. Oh, yeah, here we go. All right. I'm going to come in with my X cut. Let's do this. Open her up. Very cool. All right, let's put her in the chuck. Close that up. All right, and she is brand new. So I'm going to just take a random abrasive, and I'm just going to get this bit slightly seasoned, lightly seasoned. So I'm going to turn on my e-file. She's up to 6,000 RPMs. And I'm just going to tap, tap, tap at the very tip. And I'm going to do the same thing at the beginning or the end of zone 3, right at the base. 1, 2, 3. And I just do that to season it, to make it so less likely to cut somebody. So this is like what I'm working on now in working on myself and in the way I work. So I've been afraid of this bit for a very long time, and I started working with it again over the summer. I cut somebody once many, 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 many years ago, like maybe 12 years ago, give or take, and I cut him bad. And it scared me of it. So, but welcome in 8080 Gaming. So I'm back to using it. I just try to be aware of what I'm doing. It's the same grit as the Young Nails safety bit, which is also a great bit to use. It just doesn't have that bevel on the top. So a little bit easier to cut into somebody, but it can do some things that the safety bit can't do. All right, let's go. I'm going to come in at 10,000 RPMs, and I'm just going to start doing a little bit of my perimeter work with that. Now, that I can't do very well with the safety because when I want to come under this way, the bevel on it really gets in the way. So it doesn't do quite the same as far as doing a really good job. But I'm just going to come around, start getting some of my shape in. And again, this is a newer technique for me, so I'm still every day learning new things, practicing them. Just about every day I try to do one more nail, one more, besides what I did in the salon all day. Just something to improve my skill set, a smile line, a speed, technique, just something to be better and constantly work on myself and my techniques. All right, come around. Yeah. I'm right-handed, so when I'm on the left side of the nail, I go down. When I'm on the right side of the nail, I go up. All right, so I've got a nice rough draft going on there of my perimeter. So I'm going to take my client, hello, Sally, and we're going to have her going this way. So it's a little bit of a diagonal. And I do that so when I look at her, let's stay in the frame. All right, so I can look at her and I can see her from the profile. So I can watch my shape come in. So I go in first, zone 1 to 1, come around that cuticle area. And I can already start to see how my upper arch is going to go into my apex. So bring it around. Zone 1 to 1, 2 to 2. So remember, we break everything down to thirds. I'm going to then come down to zone 3. And I'm going to meet it back up to 2. And bring it together so it all blends. So once I like what I'm seeing on my profile and I can see my upper arch come in, I'm going to look down the barrel of the nail. And it's the same thing. Zone 3 of my bit goes to zone 3 of the nail. And I'm just looking at the nail. I am not looking... Oh, I have a new toy. I forgot to grab my new toy. I love gadgets and whatnots and bric-a-brac. I'm a sucker for it every single time. Even if I only use it once, I have to know that I've tried it or played with it. Wait, I have to have it. I have to have it. Cameraman, can you go to my other room and get the white bag from the beauty supply? Mm-hmm. Hi, welcome in. Thanks for coming in today. All right. I have a new gadget, and I want to see if it works. Just for giggles, why not? All right, I'm going to bring her into shape. And I'm just looking to blend all of my zones together. Yeah, she's looking pretty good. All right, cool. Come in with the next one. I probably should be using my dust extractor. Let's use the dust extractor. Let me see if I can do that. Sometimes I feel like it makes it too loud. So if you can't hear well or if it's like too loud, you have to tell me. I should just like to use this all the time. I don't. In salon, I use dust extractor most of the time. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood for it. Alright. I use the blinged out one from Young Nails in salon. Alright, here we go. Alright, hopefully we'll stay in frame here. Alright, that's so much better. I should probably do that. Alright, cool. So, same thing. We're going to start zone 1 around the cuticle area, following our eye formation roadmap. Zone 1 to 1. 2 comes to 2. And right as I'm kind of in zone 2, I'm going to come down to zone 3 and bring 3 to 2 and meet it in the middle. And just blend it all together. I'm in that overhand grip so I can see everything and I can move my client with me so we all work together. All right, that's looking good so far. So then we come back down, we look down the barrel, and that's when we break our zones on a vertical plane. So 3, 2 is still the center, and 1 on the left side. So zone 3 to 3, 2 to 2, 1 to 1. And remember, whenever we're working this way, we're not looking at the bit. Look at the nail. Just look at the nail, and you'll start to naturally bring your hand and the bit exactly where it needs to go to file her into perfection. Come back onto our side profile so we can see it this way. 1 to 1. It's the same movement over and over again. You have to have a plan, right? This is how you get them all to start looking the same. It's how you start working faster. It's how it becomes predictable. So you know exactly what you're going to do and how you're going to create it. It's also going to help you when things don't work out right. Like, you'll know how to fix it. Because that's the real secret of success right there. All right. And then down the barrel. 3, 2, 1. Just get those bulky pieces out. Everything blends. And it's a little different. I mean, it's different when you're working to stay in frame of the camera than free movement everywhere you gotta go. I haven't attempted with the camera at a different angle to be in front of me yet because I just don't know how I'm going to work around the stand, but I'll get there. I'll get there. We'll figure it out. All right. Where's everybody from? Ooh, is anybody in here that's in the Carolinas? I think the Carolinas are going to wind up getting a little bit of that hurricane that's out there, or at least some of the outer bands. All right, so let's go. I'm going to get rid of my extractor, mostly because I want to start looking at it from the client's view. And that's just a little too high for me. I'm short, so if it's up that high, it starts to blow my shoulder out. All right, I'm going to bring her down to 9,000 RPMs. Montana. Yeah, Montana. Ooh, is it? It's got to be cold there. I don't. It's got to be cold in Montana. I mean, I have an idea of where it is on the map. Like, it's next to North Dakota, Canada, and I think Oregon, right? Y'all don't have hurricanes there. Probably get some nasty blizzards though. Alright, I'm just using zone 1 to really kind of clean up some of my perimeter shape. Start looking at everything. And these are all going to be different versions of like oval or round. Just because I was practicing shapes and forms the other day and I never finished filing them. So I figured we'd just file them together.
90
What was it?
90.
Ooh, it gets hot. Okay. Is it like humid or... I know, forgive my ignorance. I'm not very good with like the geography of my own country. I don't know. I would think, is it... I don't know anything about Montana. When I hear Montana, I think like national forests and snow. All right. I always like to wipe all the dust off of my e-file just because I don't want to like get that all stuck in the chuck. All right, let's come in with our hand file. We'll start doing some of that because I want to clean up my perimeter. Come in with a 150. All right, we'll go into our 5-point filing. So I'm going to come my sidewall, make sure that's nice and straight. And what I can do is I hold the nail with the opposite hand so it can kind of resist that pressure. Get it nice and straight. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to come over to the other side. My index finger stays to give some support to the abrasive. And my fingers resist on the other side. And again, we do that so we don't, you know, some people will say their fingers are sore the next day. A lot of times it's because if you're sitting there doing all of this filing and push, 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 it'll be sore the next day or later that night. So we just kind of resist that. And then I do the same thing when I'm on this side. My thumb holds it over there. And I just keep moving it around. And I'm always working like a little bit on the outside, and then I'll bring it back into the inside. I'll do a little bit more. So 5-point filing, 1, and then 2. We come on our profile for our lower arches. And when we do our lower arches, let's see if I can bring this. Oh, no, oh, winters are no fun. Oh my God, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. All right, so let's go to our lower arches. When we look at our lower arches, we're just talking about this bit, this little bit that's kind of hanging over on either side. Anything that's hanging low. That way we can create a nice straight line into the natural, like where the groove is. Line it up nice and straight. Pressure, slight pressure on the up. You can bring it down, but just no pressure on the down. Let the abrasive do the work.
Comes here in September. It's really hot.
It's a dry heat, not like Florida. You're going to be in Orlando, for real. If you're going to be here in Orlando, please, please, please let me know, like, when you're here. And I'm not far from Orlando, so if you want to, like, hook up or get a drink or something, have a meal, let me know. Well, we can definitely, I can totally try to create some time and whatnot. That would be fun to see you. 100%. We'll do like an IRL. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5-point filing. On the 5 is your free edge to create your shape. So again, I'm just going for my like rough draft. I'll do it one more time to like make sure it's nice and tight and clean. 1 and then 2. Do my lower arches. 3 and 4. You come. Oh, okay, cool. Be right back. Let me know when you're here. All right. What'd everybody do today? Did everybody work today? Let me know in the chat. This way. All right, and then this way. There goes my towel. All right, so I can already tell I got a little bit more here. So what I like to do is come from under so I can feel that both sides and bring both sides together instead of trying to like free chip, chip, chip. I want it to all come together. And I want to make sure that my lower arches on both sides are at the same level. So I just kind of come underneath it. And I look down, make sure the file is touching both sides. Looking good. Let's do it one more time on this guy. 1 and 2. Lower arches for 3 and 4. This is a sharp abrasive, so I don't really need to use a lot of pressure. Just let the file do the work. Let the file do the work. The advantage of using a new file every time. All right. Are we DIYers? Are we professionals? Are we in salon? Who do we have in? Enthusiasts. Oh my gosh, I had a very long day in the salon. It was, my Mondays are actually big days for me. I work predominantly on standing appointments, so it's usually pretty predictable, but sometimes it just feels like it was a Monday. That's all right. That's what I like. I like my days to stay pretty busy. All right, so I'm pretty happy with, I can see where my shape is going to be. So I'm going to come in with my arbor band. So I'm going to come in, let's grab a new one, with my mandrel. And then we take a 150. I use the Young Nails ones. Just about everything I use is going to be Young Nails. That's my favorite. Their customer service is phenomenal. Product is amazing. Price points amazing. 10 out of 10. Totally recommend. All right. Now, if you're afraid, go ahead.
Shannon nailed it, made it.
Yay, made it. Welcome in, girl. All right. You can season it if you want. Just tap, tap, tap. I find they're not really that sharp, but I just don't want to take the risk. I'm not going to tell you I've never cut a customer before, cut a client. I will again. I try not to do it often. But it happens. You know, let's be honest. Once in a while it happens. We work with sharp things. I look at it, it's like a chef saying they've never cut or burnt themselves. There's a difference between the, oops, all shit moments in life, and then if you just have a reputation for ooh. Okay, so I'm actually really glad this happened. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see that? I heard it. Once in a while, that'll happen. Can you see that? So that's okay. That's okay. So all that it is the paper was coming off. Sometimes that happens, right? So it just separated. I'm not a big fan of glue in general, adhesives like that. They seem to fall apart. Sometimes they do. No big deal. You can get bit arbor bands all day and all night. They're not expensive. Let me just put a new one on. Maybe. You can't? You can't what, Shannon? I can't read. Does that say I can't?
Yeah.
You can't what, girl? Look, I'm putting it on, and then I push it down this way. I know some people will do it in the chuck. Honestly, I'm just afraid. I'm the girl that... Oh, you can. I'm like, wait, you can't what, girl? You can do whatever you want. You're a queen. Slay. You can do whatever you want. All right. All the way in. Look, that's going to happen again. Hold on. Let me get in that one. Let me get fresh from the package. You can, oh yeah, you can see the sandband. Okay, I got you. I'm like, wait, what? Sometimes at the end of the day, I was telling my husband during supper, sometimes I get stuck on stupid and I just stay that way. Or I realize I can't fix stupid, but I can fix your broken nail. That's like my new favorite saying. Can't fix stupid, but I can fix a broken nail. All right, let's go back. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I never finished them. I was going to do like pearls and da-da-da, but you know how it is. You get into doing your nails sometimes, and then it's like, yep, I'm done. Sometimes it gets a little extra bling. Sometimes it doesn't. All right. I'm just going to tickle it down, and I'm really just trying to fine-tune everything that's in here. Make sure my structure is in its place. And again, I'm at about 9,000 RPMs for this. Looking good. Next one. Tickle her down. Come around. I don't know. That's why it takes me 2 days to, yeah. Yeah, my clients be like, oh my God, how long did it take you to do that? I'll be like, all week. Because there are days, like, literally, I'll do 2. I'm like, that's all I got the energy for. 2 will come off, 2 will go in. Now, if I do that, honestly, I'll try to stay, like, at least in the same color range or something that blends so I don't look all like crazy cockeyed working, because I try my best to make sure my hands look manicured appropriately for work, but whew, I don't always have the time or the inkling to have to sit for 2 or 3 hours to do my own nails. Well, honestly, it's like 3-4 hours. If I sat and I just focused, I'd probably do it in like 3 or 4 hours. But I don't. I sit in my room, I watch General Hospital, I get up, I take breaks. I'm really just playing and putzing around when I do my own nails half the time. It's probably also like because I can't sit still for long. I can't. It drives me bat crazy. All right. I'm going to come back in and just kind of check out, see what my shape is doing. Girl, if you were here, we would like play nail tech all the time. I guarantee if you were here, we would always be playing nail tech. I'd be like, my husband said if it's okay with your husband, if you want to come over and play mermaids with me. You remember like when you were little, it's like, my mom said it's okay. If your mom said it's okay, like you can come over and play with me. Yeah, all right. She's looking pretty good. Let's tidy this one up a little bit. All right. I know they're different. They were meant to be different, just different versions of round to oval-ish. I was just playing around. But I also want to make ghosties, so I kind of wanted to see, like, what kind of shapes would work well with ghosties. I played real quick with it yesterday because I didn't want to, like, get on here and really bomb if I couldn't figure it out. It looks so simple. I figured I could do it, but I didn't want to test that. All right, cool. Oh, you're gonna see these. So we're gonna do. I think I'm gonna do like Mrs. Pac-Man and Mr. Pac-Man. So like we'll do like a his and her ghosty, because it's all over my TikTok and all over my social. Are you seeing them too? Is everybody seeing them out there on social media, like the 3D ghosts? It's kind of like the seashell nail, but ghost. So it'll be like Casper and his like lady friends. Yes. Have you tried it yet? Has anyone tried it? All right. Yay. Awesome. Yeah, feel free to smash that like button. Hit the like button, y'all. I'm growing my channel. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, do all the things. Woohoo! We're waiting on you. Okay. All right. Just doing some fine tuning. And I'm looking down the barrel and just some light strokes. I use like my entire abrasive. But I'm just kind of lightly going up to blend that, make it nice and thin at that free edge. We don't want to make it too thick. All right, we'll come around this way. Looking good. Come around. All right. She looks pretty good. Can you guys see her? Yeah. Go here. This is the side I always feel like I need to do a little extra work on. It's my hard side. It's the same thing. I mean, y'all, if you're putting on makeup or doing your hair and whatnot, one side goes on easy. One side is like, you just got to think about it a little bit more. When I used to do hair, I used to, like, especially with cutting hair, one side was always easy. One side was a little bit more difficult. I generally like to start with my hard side because it's so much, yeah, my easy side is easy. It'll fall right into place. All right.
Are these gel?
Yes, yes. This is concealer pink. So, what was it? Maybe last week, Nail Culture was live on their YouTube, and she was doing oval nails. So I was working alongside a little bit, but sometimes with the time difference, it gets a little harder when it's so late for me because I've worked all day or whatever my excuse is. So I never filed them. I just kind of got them on. And then I was like, oh, I'll just leave them for my Monday YouTube. And that way we can kind of work on design a little bit. Because I really want to get this down so I can add this into my repertoire. Because it looks like it'll be fast enough and easy enough to really kind of bring in to salon. Because you know, sometimes with like the different fads or trends, they're great, but it's not always, for me at least in salon, I'm able to always do them because it requires either too much time and I'm already booked. So I already have my appointments, most of my appointments for the year. So I can't always add something too much into it, but something fast and easy to put and add to the design. Look, I totally forgot. I had asked Cameraman to get my little widget. So one day I'll have my life together enough to do this with you. Yes. Oh my God. So we'll figure out how to do that. One day I'll figure out how to get on Twitch and do like a live party, like a camera party or something. Have other people. Or, girl, you know what we should probably do? We can probably do like a split screen on TikTok. But that's, I not yet. I don't even know how to do that yet. All right, so I had to buy one of these things. I love stupid things. It's sanitizable. Okay, it's the same like as if I was doing like a facial brush, so I can sanitize the hairs on this. I'm tiny. My hands are tiny, so it doesn't fit my fingers so much. But I wanted, oh, it doesn't fit me so much. I wanted like the little brush, so while I was filing, I can just go like, chuk, 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 and then chuk, 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 chuk. It's the stupidest thing, but I wanted it so bad.
Can you make it?
What?
Probably make it fit.
Yeah, can you make it fit? Can you like do like a little print or something and put it in there? I want it to fit like my pinky and sit off to the side. So like while I'm filing, I can be like,
you have the smallest pinkies ever.
I know, but I want it. Yes, see, you know, Shannon knows. It's just my fingers are so small and like nothing ever fits my pinky. All right. So anyway, thanks, Cameraman, for getting it for me, but it doesn't fit. All right, so we're going to wipe away some of our dust and debris. We're going to come in with our swipe and just kind of wipe all that off. Get all of our dust and debris off of there. Fantastic. And then I'm going to come in with, where'd it go? With my protein bonds. Or like a zip tie. Yeah. Ring spacers. So my husband has like a mini 3D printing farm. So I'm always trying to come up with things that he could print for me to make my life easy. All right. I'm going to come in with my protein bond. This is optional. You don't have to do it at this point, but I do like to use it. So I know it helps with the adhesion. It's going to really help with that. But honestly, the reason why I generally use it at this stage is it's going to fill in any of the scratch marks that happen from the file. So when you put down your color, it's going to go on flawless. Because what I used to do more like slick pours, my slick pour, some of them, you'd still see the scratches. And that would just drive me nuts. But now I know how to fix it. All right, so let's go in. We're gonna need some white, right? So I'm gonna go in with Heaven Help Me, which is a 1-step. I'm gonna come in, wipe away, and I'm gonna give it full coverage over the whole nail from the free edge up. And then when I get closer to my cuticle area, I'm just going to slow down a little bit And then just kind of lightly away from the cuticle, pressure to open up the brush, push it up towards the cuticle, and then blend those strokes down. On the side, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to open up my brush and just let that brush line right up with my sidewall. And then same on the other side. And I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect on the first go. My second coat is for the opacity. All right. Yep.
Bring it back a little bit.
Bring her back this way or this way. Okay, cool. All right. I got a little bit on her. No worries. We're just going to wipe it right off. Good job. All right. And we can keep going. Ooh. So I think what we're going to do is like my girly ghost, we're going to give her like eyelashes and some rouge. So she'll have like little blush cheeks. Because, you know, why not? And I know we're live right now, but honestly, this is what I do most nights. Like once I'm done with all the things I got to do around the house or work or whatnot, I just like to come to my little nail room, hang out. Only I'm usually watching like soap operas or bad TV. Like the same 10 things that I love so much that I watch all the time. I'm on a Big Bang Theory kick right now because it's funny and I like it. I like to laugh. I like funny things. I'm always down for a good comedy. There's nothing better for the soul than like a whole lot of laughter. All right, bring her all the way down. Now she is the one step go time. So what I really want to do is make sure, a lot of times with go time, I don't like to flash cure. I want it to cook the full time. So I'm going to do 60 seconds in the lights. Oop. Sally, don't jack yourself up, girl. All right, we're going to put her in. We're going to do 60 seconds. I'm holding her underneath there a little bit just to try to keep her fingers from going too much into the towel because I've definitely ruined more than one set on Sally. Okay, sorry, I'm drinking coffee. Also, the other tutorial I saw in this design, they polished last. So this is awesome. Oh, okay. I mean, there's always like going to be a bazillion ways to get there. So, I mean, I keep seeing it popping in and out of my Instagram and my TikTok. So I figure let's check her out. We'll see what we can do. We got about 10 seconds left. I'm going to do a second coat. Ooh, maybe we'll do one with chrome too. All right, maybe we'll do one with chrome too. We'll do a couple different ways. We've got 3 nails, so we'll try it 3 different ways, right? All right, we'll see which one works best. All right, let's go back in. Oh, see, that second coat. It's always that second coat. It makes the biggest difference. I've learned, I don't know why we always want to say like test with red. Test with white. White is the hardest bloody color, man. It is, in my opinion, at least my humble opinion. All right. I think something like white or black, some of the grays out there. I'd rather do 3 super thin coats and get it to look flawless than worry about, you know, a piece rippling or it not curing well or somebody coming back. I never have time to do it twice. I have time to do it right the first time. It's kind of the way I look at it. All right, just kind of coming in. Make sure all my lines are nice and clean. And she's going to get another coat here too. So I'm not too, I just want to make, oops, I missed. I know I don't know if everyone else has done it, but I did it. I told you sometimes I'm messy. It's like a beautiful mess. It's an artist's mess. All right. Yeah, see, oop, I'm out of frame. My cameraman's on his Instagram.
No,
No, I'm just teasing.
sorry, I was trying to find a ring sizer.
Oh. No, you're good. You're good. I'm teasing. I looked up. I saw I was out of frame. I'm learning. All right. Get her on there. And then we'll get everything organized for our ghosty kind of look. All right. Here we go. Oop, oop. Here we go. So I generally love to wear my nails longer. I have learned this finger here, because I'm right-handed, this nail is too long. I know they get too long when I start poking the wand of the brush and I wind up all over me. So like there's sometimes, like if you've ever seen pictures that I've posted of my own nails, this nail sometimes is much shorter than the rest of the set, just so I won't poke the wand. That's usually how I tell. It's the only nail that gets in the way. Otherwise, I'm pretty good at having longer nails. I like the same questions that people ask all the time. So, but it's amazing how you pretty much learn how you can do anything with a longer nail. All right. Just going to grab some supplies out to do the ghosty. So I'm going to grab some clear gel. This is a non-stick. I love this one. This is Votino. I love Votino. He is so beautiful as a person. He's just adorable. Great. He does great education. I've seen him live at Premiere a couple times. I've talked with him in the halls there before. So super, super sweet. And his products are bomb. So I do like a lot of his stuff. Yeah, I would totally struggle if I took my nails off. Are you kidding me? I think I'd be like, you know, backwards. I'd probably smash my fingers into things.
Yeah, did you take a class with him?
What?
Did you take a class with him?
Did I take a class? I took a class with Minovo. I know. I used to get the name. I still get the names mixed up. Mino's the one I took the class with. He does like competition work. I'm sorry, Votino. Votino is, here, check him out. Look at the name. Go to his Instagram or his TikTok. He does lives all the time. His artwork is amazing. I've done like demos with him. I've stood there for hours at the show and just watching him do live demos, which I guess is kind of like taking a class, kind of, but different. All right. So let's get into this. So this is a non-tack. I'm going to need some of that. I'm going to grab my Overdrive because I'm going to want the black. Yeah, you've seen some of his tutorials, right? He's so, I can't tell you enough. He's a cutie pie. All right, Overdrive. I'm going to need a marbling tool. Grab that one. I've got my brush. This is the number 4. Just something kind of long and skinny. All right. Oh, and I'm also going to grab just some pigment powder. All right, let's get into it. Let's go in all the way in. So what I know with this is I want this to be just like we do the seashells, right? But I want it to be a little bit like thicker, a little heavier. So I'm going to come all the way in. And I really want to get like that nice pearl at the base of my brush. And I'm going to come in from the center. And I'm going to place it down. And then as I come up, I'm going to lighten up my pressure just to get a nice little skinny, skinny line. Bloop. And then I'm going to come up the other side. And I'm just going to lay a little diagonal kind of line. Whoosh. Now, this is the part where I tell myself, you should just flash cure it so you don't mess it up. And then I go, no, you can do it. You're a professional. And this is where I start clinching. All right, and lighten up. Or I hold my breath. I do find that I hold my breath, or I start almost whispering when I'm trying to do fine lines. All right, just a little whoosh. And just a little on the other side. Just a little bit. It's like it's a dirty secret. All right. I don't know. Can you guys see that? Is that coming up at all? Or is it like a blur?
I can see it.
You can see it?
Mm.
All right. So let's do that. I'm just gonna cook it this way. I'm gonna cook it this way just so, because we're on camera. Keep it up. That's right, I'm a professional. Anyone that like doubts it at work, I tell them, look, I got a piece of paper over there. The governor said I was a professional. All right, so there's our one ghost we're gonna do. Let's do this one too. We'll do this one, and we're gonna do it exactly the same. So this will be like our pancake. Watch this one come out like better. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, I'm gonna put the conajara on it. Gotta spit 3 times so I don't jinx myself. All right. I grew up in a very superstitious house. All right. Bring it down, pressure, pressure, and then lighten up the pressure so you get a nice skinny line. Nope, don't like it. See, I did that to myself. Hold on, I'm gonna get my tile out just so I can kind of wipe my brush a little bit. Hold on, I gotta wipe that off. I don't like it. Hold on. What? Oh, this is just alcohol. Swipe. Yep. All right. Straight from the governor. That's right. He said I was a professional, and I was like, thank you. How much? All right. Let's try this again. All the way into my 3D gel. Pressure, pressure, down the center, and then lighten up my pressure. That's better. All right. And then let's do the other side. We'll go here. So it kind of comes up. Let's do the other side. Ooh. I feel like I should have started to watch Wednesday. Am I out of frame? What?
No, how do you grab it?
Oh, so... because I want it to be kind of thicker, I just come all the way in. Oh, hold on. I'll show you. Hold on. Let me finish this so I can move this out of frame. But I just go all the way in and get a pearl on my brush. But I'll do it again. I'll do it slowly. Let me just get that on there, and then I'll let them cook, and I'll show you. That's a great question. Thank you.
Can you use clear scope?
Yes. Hold on. So, I'm going to put Sally in the lamp for like 60 seconds here just to kind of cook those off. So there's different ways you can get this out. Honestly, I was just going directly into it at like 90 degrees and then bringing her straight out so I can get like that big pearl right at the base of it. You see how that comes out? Now, you can, if you want, you can totally take some out and put it on your palette. So I'll take my little painting knife. You can take some out and take it straight from your palette too. I'll put it down. And then from here, I would just kind of go into it and scoop it up. Because I want, again, that pearl right at the tip so I can get it thicker to thinner coming up. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Think you use clear sculptor?
You could probably use clear sculptor. Honestly, Shannon, if I was going to stay in Young Nails and I didn't have time to test this, I wanted to try it with the gem adhesive. But that one is so viscous that I wasn't sure, and I needed time to practice to see if I could do it with it. But I mean, I'm sure you can do it with Clear Sculptor. It's just like, I wanted something that was tack-free for no other reason than I just wanted something that was tack-free. Especially because I'm going to try one with chrome. But yeah, Clear Sculptor should do it. I don't see why it wouldn't. All right, let's get into it. All right, so she's cooked. Let me put my palette to the side. Ooh. All right, I'm already loving her. So we're going to take this. Now we have a couple of different things that we can do here, and I'm going to try it 2 different ways. I'm going to come back in with my Go Time. So this is Heaven Help Me. And I'm going to fill all this in. I'm going to paint on top of it. So let's go. So I'm going to come right over it. And I want that dimension because I want it to look like a ghost, right? Like the sheet was put over. Ooh. I grew up with Saturday morning cartoons. So like Casper was like the jam. I remember it being taken off the air and being so sad about it too. Casper was cool as hell. All right. So nice thin layer, right? I'm not trying to build bulk. I just want a little bit of paint on there. And then what I'm going to do is like, I just want to put some pressure in between where I made, the 3D marks. Because I don't want it to bulk in there. I don't want it to get all like lost and too thick in there. But I want to be able to paint my 3D and just get that nice and covered. Cool. See that? It gives it just more dimension, so it really kind of fills it in. All right, I'm going to put her in to cook. 60 seconds, because it is the go time. All right, so honestly, I wanted to do the next one with white, sheer white 101. Oh no, but I am out of sheer white 101. Okay. That's the hard part of having some things at home and some things at work. So I just want to get like a sheer white. I want to see what it looks like with a sheer white instead of something that's so opaque. So let's see what that's going to look like. All right, I'm just going to use this one. So it's a jelly white. It's I don't even know the name of this brand. This is just one of the no-name brands that they have at my local beauty supply. Because I buy things. I don't know why. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell my husband. I just buy things sometimes. All right. Cool. So we did this one with the opaque white. Let's do this with a little bit more of a jelly white. And I guess if I wanted to, I can just take some fizz and like base coat, but I don't want to go through all that right now. This is just more of your translucent kind of white. It's just softer, it's sheer. Think of like exactly what sheer 101 would do. Oh, I kind of like that too. It's soft. Okay, cute. It's a subtle difference. It's not much, but sometimes the devil's in the detail, y'all. All right. See, I just touched it. Don't come for me. I touched it. All right. Just a little bit more pressure sometimes in between so it doesn't puddle in there. I think I like it better with a more sheer white. That's pretty cool. Okay, cool. I do like that. Public Secret. Yes, Public Secrets. Aw, I miss them. You know what I really miss? What's Public Secrets? It's from Twitch, like Young Nails Twitch. So whenever they would give us a secret that no one's gonna know. I don't know. I guess if you know, you know. If you're Young Nails, you know. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to get my palette back out. While she's cooking, I'm going to take some of my Overdrive I'm going to take just a little bit of the overdrive out. Put her down on my palette. Oh, yeah. This is where I like all of a sudden it's like, oh, yeah, there it is. Now it looks like a ghost. Now, I'm not the nail tech that's going to ever paint the Mona or character art or anything that is super, super literal, because that's not me. But the little dotting tool can make me eyes and a mouth. So I'm going to come in with my, oh, let's go get it. Let's get in frame. Here's my black. I'm just going to come into it straight in. Yep. Make a little dot so I know that I like how it's loaded. And I'm going to make a little face. So we're going to do a little eyeball. Whoosh. I'm going to make another eyeball. Whoosh.
Sure.
What?
Meanwhile, you have an entire ocean on your nose.
Oh, but it's not literal. That's just like, you know, I don't know. My work people, man, some of the nail techs I work with, oh my God, they could paint probably anything. And then I'm over here like, how do you make a leaf? All right. So I'm going to put 2 eyes on her. It's already so stinking cute. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I'm obsessed. I'm going to flip my marble tool, my dotting tool over, because I want a bigger mouth. It'll be like Phyllis Diller, ghost style. All right. And she gets like, ooh, the mouth is open a little bit more. There we go. There we go. And yep, I'm holding my breath and clenching everything, trying to make 2 dots. Okay, yes, sound effects are mandatory. Bet. Okay, so I really love her. Where's my flash pen? All right, here's my flash cure pen. Let's put her on. I just want to keep that there. All right, very cool. And then honestly, we could probably just put some top coat on and that would be it. It's not that hard to do. It's not going to take that much more time. I am obsessed. But let's say we have a little bit extra time and we want to go like more girly. Like I want girly. So same thing. I'm going to come in. I'm going to give her some eyes. Boop. Let's give her some eyes. Boop. Oh. All right. Oh, I almost made her cross-eyed. Okay. So let's do that. We're going to flip around. She's going to get a big old mouth. And the mouth I always like to stretch down a little bit more like, ooh. I'm sorry. It must be, I think I'm getting to that part of the day where everything's just going to be funny as anything. Hold on. Where's my micro detailer? I freaking love my micro detailer. I use it all the time and it's so busted. It's really janky, but it is like my trusted, loved brush. I love this brush. I love this brush. Hey, V. Kilman! Welcome in, girl. Thank you so much for joining. I think this is the first time you've been here. Thank you so much. All right, so let's do this. Let me freeze her face because I love it and I don't want to jack it up. And I'm going to try to give her some eyelashes. Ah, so stinking cute. All right, so let's give her some lashes. I'm just going to go in. I don't need a lot of paint, so I'm just going to get her in the paint. Give it a slight little roll into the paint just to lightly load. And then I just want to drag it a little bit just so I don't have too much paint on there. And this is my bad habit, so it could be yours too. Hold on, I'll show you my bad habit. And if you love it, you can do it. It can be your bad habit too. All right. I use my finger all the time. I just kind of get my line started there on my own finger just so I can kind of get it adjust. There it is. All right. Now I'm going to come in. Hold on. I'm going to try not to hit my head on my light, on my camera. Ooh, nope. All right. Let's do that again. Nope. Yeah, see? I knew it. Let's try it one more time. Oh my God, I love gel polish for that. I come from a time of where we used to have to use acrylic paint on top of nail polish, and you had one chance and one chance only to get it right. All right, wait, I'm gonna try to do this without Laura staying in frame. I gotta get a little closer. Oh, I gotta get a little closer. Oh, there it is. Okay. Eyelash, eyelash, eyelash. I'm going to totally entertain the snot out of myself here. All right. Eyelash, eyelash, eyelash. All right. Lashes or no lashes, y'all? Lashes? You know what? I'll tell you what my actual worst bad habit is, and I do it all the time. Don't come for me. Oh my God, don't come for me. I put the brushes in my mouth constantly. I will, okay, we'll leave the lashes for sure. I have a bad habit of putting the brush in my teeth while I'm working. Yeah, it is something I'm working on fixing. I was so afraid when I was in Vegas with MJ that I was going to do that to one of her brushes. I was so aware. Okay, I love the lashes too. All right, let's go. All right, we're going to keep the lashes there. And then we're going to give her some rouge, okay? Now challenge myself and put bottom lashes. Really? Really? You think it needs it? I'll give it a go. Let me cook this so I can just wipe it away. Do you really think she needs that? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? It's the worst thing that can happen. The worst thing that can happen is it'll look ugly. It's okay. Let's see. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, y'all. Let's go.
Meatball says don't do bottom lashes.
What?
Meatball says no.
No. What's up, Meatball? Welcome in. We got to give it a go. Let's just see. What's the worst that can happen? We can wipe it off. There's no commitment if we don't like it. Wait. Yeah, Oh, no. No, I'm making a mess. Hold on. I'm making a mess. That was not a bueno situation. Let me wipe that off. Let me get a little paper towel. Nope. I need to practice that. No. I don't want to wipe all my sticky off because I need the sticky for my... Oh, I'm going to wipe my sticky off. Oh, well. Okay, that's okay. I can fix that. Try this a little bit right here. I wanted this to stay sticky because I want to add some blush. So I'm just going to come in. It's only because she's so talented. Because trying to complicate your life.
Challenge her. It's good.
No, you should push. But yes. Always. Yes. Challenge always. Again, and it'll be okay. Protein bonded again. Yeah, girl. That's facts. Let's do it. That's exactly it. Here we go. Get my protein bonds. Make her good and sticky because that's right where I want it to be, nice and sticky. All right. So I'm just taking some pigment powder. I'm going to come in with that. And I'm going to grab a little eyeshadow applicator, right? So I'm going to go right into my pigment powder. I'm just going to take a little bit. And when you work with pigment powder, I can tell you what I've learned with it, because it can get really messy really fast, is you kind of want to get it off and get it on the paper toweling first. You know, it's just knock it off, all that extra, and whatever residue is left on the sponge, that's what we're going to use. And we're just going to go, ooh, tap, 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 tap. And I'm going to come over to the outside and tap, 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 tap. Ooh. Oh my God. Wait, what did she say? Do eyes? Doe eyes? You know what we should we try to put like a little tiny white inside of the eyeball there? Or am I overdoing it? Okay, we'll leave it alone. Oh my gosh, look, she's got a little bit of blush. She's like, ooh, ah. All right, let's cook it. Let's go. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, hold on.
I need something for the boy.
I need something for the boy?
What about a tie, like a black tie or something?
Okay.
Bow tie.
Oh, dope. Wait, do I? Okay, hold on. I gotta look at my rhinestone drawer. Like a sparkle, I think. Listen to hubby and go with it. I'm gonna see if I have a bow tie rhinestone. Hold on. Or if I have two triangles. Or if I have two triangles, I can make them. Hold on. Let me see what I got here. It's hard because I have like I'm at home. I don't have like all my work stuff. A gold? What do you think? Gold? A gold bow tie? Wait, do you ever have issues with pigment powder sticking everywhere on a non-tack? You know what? On a non-tack? Wait, hold on. Do you ever have issues with pigment powder not sticking, smearing on a non-tack? Yeah. I'm with the Kilman on that one. I don't know if I've ever tried it on a non-tack. I generally use it on something sticky. If I'm doing a lot of like pigment like that, because pigment it gets messy, and it can go real wrong real fast. So if I'm using pigment for like ombre or like dense work, like putting a lot of it on, this is what I put it on top of whenever possible. It is white, so whenever possible, I will use this as my white to do it on. Yes, but I'm not doing, yes, I'm on Go Time, but I'm not trying to do like a whole nail. Like if I was going to ombre, like say I was going to do like a lot of nail with pigment, I might use this for my white, because I find that his stuff is freaking amazing for pigment. I'm just doing like little cheeks here, so I just wanted something a little sticky just to put it on there. No, nothing crazy, just like a little accent. I would always put it on top of something sticky. And then, I love matte for like areas I don't want stuff to stick to too. So is that the team? Yes, that's Votino. I'll show you again. It's Votino. So that's his logo, but that's his name, Votino. So like his pigment base, like if I was going to do like the whole nail being in pigment, like multicolored or whatnot, I would put a layer of this down, and then I can do like a multicolored nail with my pigments.
What about young nails?
If I was going to do it with young nails, to be honest, I would probably just, depending on what I'm doing, if I'm going to do a full coverage nail with lots of different colors, I'd probably do white 101, and then I'd go in with probably base, manicure base, and undercure it like 10, 15 seconds just to make it super duper sticky. Do you have a lot of his stuff? How do you like it? I want to get some. Victoria, I wouldn't say I have a lot of his stuff. I have some. I have some. I try to buy a little bit of his. This is like my favorite from him. I also have some of his brushes for art because his brushes are pretty freaking cool. I have, oh, this is something I have that's super cool from him. Will you hand me that jar right there? See that? Yep, right there.
This one?
Yeah. This guy is super cool. And I think I actually put on my, maybe it was my TikTok. I put it on one of my social medias where he was doing an ombre with powder. And he uses this. This is so cool. So it looks like a white powder, but what happens is like when you do an ombre with pure pigment, what happens a lot of times it'll start to look grainy. So you can use this as your intermediate color and it'll fill in little gaps. And when you put the top coat on, all of this that looks white like that will actually disappear. So, I don't know. I would tell you, so far, everything I've used from him has been amazing. He's definitely worth, if you want to try his products, try them. They are really good products, especially for like specialty nail art stuff. Hey, Tammy, welcome back. All right, so, oh, that's what I was doing. Wait, I got to look for a bow tie. All right, let me see if I have a bow tie. I don't know if I have a bow tie. I thought I had a bow tie. My whole family's in my room right now. Oh. Wait. Do I have one? I have a silver bow tie. No shit, that's smart. I love his work and personality. Yeah, I've met him a few times over the years. Yeah. He's so beautiful on the inside. He's so stinking sweet. A few years ago at Premiere, I saw him in the hallways after hours, and I was like, oh my God, that's, Votino. And he like stopped, turned around, came over to me. We chit-chatted for a minute. So sweet. All right, cool. I did find little silver bow ties. Okay, so I guess they're going out for a night or something. Let's do this. I'm going to find my manicure.
They're going to the Monster Mash.
They're going to... Shut the door. They're going to the Monster Mash. I'm going to have to make a Frankenstein nail next. Okay. All right. Boho's going to get me a ticket next year Premiere, and we want to meet up. Absolutely. Yes. 100%, Victoria. Let me know. It is always the first weekend of June, and then I always stay at the Rosin. Yes, I look forward to it all year long. My family calls it CosmoCon since they go to MegaCon every year. I get to go to CosmoCon. All right, I'm gonna come in with my manicure top. I'm gonna put her on. I mean, technically, do I absolutely need to do that on this nail at this point? Technically, I don't, because I did use Go Time, but I always feel safer putting a top coat on whenever I do any kind of art. I don't want to worry about the eyeballs like chipping or peeling because that was my Mission Control. I just want to like lock this all in. All right, let's put her on. Same thing, a little bit more pressure in between my ridges because I don't want it to puddle up. I want to keep some of that texture, and I want it to look like that sheet over, to make it look like a little ghosty. All the way in, wipe away. Dun, dun, dun. I am obsessed with her little cheeks. I don't know. Sometimes the devil is in the detail, right? I really, really like that. All right. She's so stinking cute. Love it. Let's go. Oh, and I have an idea for the other one now. Okay, cool. So she's all on there. We're going to top coat her. We're going to let those guys cook. Boop. And I got to get my gem adhesive since now we're going to do a rhinestone. So.
You have any black ones?
What?
You have any black ones?
I don't know. I have a silver one. That's all I have. And I don't have, well, no. See, the reds that I have, I don't have any red triangles. They're too big for how small this is. I need something itty bitty. So, all right. Use my Young Nails Tip and Jewel adhesive. I always forget. This is such a high viscosity. I always forget. It's so thick. Bloop. All right. So that. We know we all need to go make our own. Yes. Everybody make a ghost. That's the homework, right? We're all going to make a ghost. Post it. Tag me in it. Let me see what you did. Sounds like so much fun. I get to get away from my hubby and kids for a day. For a day? You'll be here longer. You're up in Chicago, aren't you? That's a quick time to come in and out. Just for a day. All right. Cool. All right. Let's see. Oh, I need my picker-upper. My picker-upper. I wish they made more of these. No, Detroit, Michigan. Okay. Yeah, you'll be here for longer than a day then. I mean, premiere is like technically 3 days. The first day is Saturday, and there's no exhibit floor. It's just kind of like workshops and classes, depending on what you buy. Because there are extra paid, classes there. And then the Sunday and Monday is like the exhibit floor, more classes and all kinds of things. Oh my God, yes. Yes. Oh, boo-boo. I'm sorry. I was just looking to see where I wanted to put it. I'm going to tell him I'm gone for the whole weekend. Yes, Queen, yes. Oh, he's got a family here? Okay, awesome. Are they in Orlando, his family? All right. I'm just going to grab a little, not in camera. All right. I'm going to take actually, I'll take the other side. I'm going to take my dotting tool because I just want to get a little bit of this adhesive. Just a little bit because it's a small. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, you'll be right there. Very cool. All right, I'm going to place this little bit of this adhesive right there. Toot, toot, toot. Toot, toot, toot. I know, I sing all day long. My coworkers will giggle because they'll catch me humming to myself all day long. All right, I'm going to pick up my little bow tie. I'm going to put her down. Yes, 100%. I love that. All right. So I'll show you my other little trick. I know that if we were watching Young Nails, I'm going to tell you we cleaned the brushes with like more gel and whatnot. I will often just kind of put it in a little bit of monomer because the monomer will just get everything out of the brush real quick for me. And then just wipe. That's it. I use monomer for a lot of things when I was a kid, but I think it was 10. Sorry, I'm just looking to see what's going on in chat. All right. I'm just going to blend some of that adhesive out just because I don't want to see the splurps of it because it's so thick. I wish they had like a high viscosity and a low viscosity one because sometimes I just need something that's just not quite as thick.
Where you are. Do you remember me?
Hey, Pharaoh, welcome in. Welcome in. I think you were in one of my lives like maybe 2 weeks ago, right? All right, we're gonna put our bow tie on. Let me get my flash cure pen, if I can remember where I put it. But you know what's better than having a flash cure pen? Haha, having two. Except one of them's not charged. What did I do with my pen? All right, well, she'll go in the lamp. It's right here. It's right here. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. I shouldn't say that. I stepped on a snake a couple of weeks ago, guys. I stepped on a snake. So killed. Aw, thanks. Thank you, Victoria. I appreciate it. Oh my God. So, if you know me, I am not okay with like bugs and things like that ever. I'm not that girl. Not even a little bit. And it was like 10:30 at night and I went to step outside and I stepped straight onto a snake. I'm still recovering from stepping on a snake. Every time I walk out my door, I'm like scanning. I can still feel it. I can still feel it underneath my foot and the way it is awful. Oh, I do. I've had this for a couple of years. I got this. This is what I use for competition. This was my go-to for all of my pin cures until I got the Young Nails one. And then, of course, this goes to the side because I love Young Nails. But I used it for competition, and I loved it for competition. This is so silly. I told you, I love gadgets and whatchamacallit, things like that, tchotchkes, is that I could wear it around my neck. So it was just one less thing to have on the table when I was competing. I could just kind of like keep it on my neck and then pull it off and put it back on again, which I know is stupid, but love this one. It's worth the price because I know this one is expensive, but it's totally worth it if you can keep it charged. I didn't know mine was obviously not charged. I'll take care of that later, unless I forget again. Can you see his little bow tie now? Ooh. Hey, Mr. Ghost. You want to go, Miss Ghost, you want to go out for a ride? Oh, no. If you had to pick, which one would you pick? All right, honestly, that's such a tough question. All right, I would pick Young Nails, and this is why. The fact that I can still keep it on its gooseneck, it helps, especially if you're gonna do like full coverage or any kind of like apres style. And when I'm doing my own nails, I can't have it on the gooseneck also. So it gives me more options with that one. Right? They're going on a date to the Boo Fairy. Oh. Hey, you want to dance? Oh, you want to do the Monster Mash? We did them. I know. It's late and I'm tired and that's just the way it works sometimes in my life. So, oh my God, I totally love them though. I don't know. Victoria, do you have the pink here? Do you have the pink one too? Do you have this one too? Okay, good. So you did the same? Thank you. See? I'm not totally crazy. I do like this. No. Do you have the Young Nails one? I try and they've always had a suck. Yeah, honestly, I haven't used my pink pin cure since I got my Young Nails one. So I do like my Young, and I have 2 of the Young Nails. Ones that I have specifically for me to have at home, and another one that I use in salon. Yeah. I like it. I use it all the time at work. I use it all day long at work. All right. So cool. All right, should we? I know we've been on here a hot minute, right? What time? How long we've been on? Oh no. Okay. Aw. All right. Well, I guess I was gonna try to do one more, but what have you ever had this texture on your? Oh, I have it on my nail right now, Shannon. I have it's hard to see on here, but I look dry and ashy as hell. I have a seashell going on this one here. So, and I have it on there right now. It doesn't bother me though. I like it. I have some clients that I put like rain, we call them raindrops or worry dots, that I'll put texture dots on or texture stuff on, and that's like their fidget finger. So like when they get all frustrated or whatnot, instead of biting or chewing on themselves, they'll play with that. But it doesn't bother me any. I have it. But I wear rhinestones. I'm okay with like things on top of my nails or piercings and things like that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Blue's my favorite color. I wear blue a lot. Yeah, try it. You never know. It's, mine's not on too crazy or too thick. It's just a little bit, just enough to kind of get that feeling of a seashell. All right. Do we have any other questions, thoughts? I love you guys. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, V. Kilman. Thank you, everybody, for coming in, hanging out. So what, boy? Yeah, Tammy, I think is still on there. Thank you, Tammy. You guys, like, subscribe, help me build my channel, share it with a friend, and we'll be live again next Monday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, p.m. You have to make sure you put them on to where they're not snagged. Yes. That is the trick. You have to fill in all the little gaps whenever you wear your rhinestones. So, thank you, Tammy. I appreciate you. Yes, V. Kilman, start your channel. I will totally support. I will watch. I'll share. I was watching your work on Zoom with MJ. Super pretty. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. I will be back again next Monday. So, bye. Thanks for coming in.